welcome to the Rothschild and Rockefeller Institute of Re-Education. Here we re-educate free thinkers with unacceptable opinions. Please sit back and enjoy this demonstration of our world-renowned thought alignment program.
Q first posted on October 2017, and the Yellow Vest movement started on the 17th of November. Started shortly after Q started posting about taking down certain satellites and certain communications that were taken out. So it's all about getting personal freedom. It's about fighting for the citizens' referendum to make decisions for their own country.
I can explain.
Sit. This interview will be recorded for evaluation purposes. Please state your name and number for the record.
My name is number 257.
You've been with us for 15 years now, correct?
17 next month.
That's quite the commitment.
To maintain stable society, we must keep in line with the mainstream, with what is good and right. In my teenage years, I rebelled against that. I believed the fringe opinions...
You no longer rebel?
No, sir.
Tell me about your family, 2571.
I'm the only child of a diplomat and a school teacher. I assume you read about them in my file.
Yes, quite the shame. My condolences. What do you consider your greatest contribution during your time here?
That would be patient 1289, sir.
Ah, yes, I recall her well. Recount the steps implemented.
The direct approach and the prisoner identity. Then I went on to more extreme methods for information extrapolation. You can read about it in my February.
You spent a great deal of time together.
Yes, sir.
Presumably, you know everything about her.
Perhaps. I like to think I know what motivates an extremist's mind.
Their ideas are lunacy, but given time, they appear more desirable.
Is that an accusation?
Spending extensive time with subjects can forge a rapport, making it difficult to break the link.
So you think I'm incompetent?
Thoughts are like parasites. They bury deep within the mind. Maniacs know this. They know how to place parasites because they are parasites. Slowly moving, consuming everything in their path, changing minds from the inside out.
I was 22. It was winter. I could hear the rain. I went down the hall. She was talking of a time when you can say and do anything against the system, about Benghazi, the Bilderberg Group, of attacking and the Great Fight. I didn't want it to be true, so I reported her. I couldn't believe my own blood would voice such vile thoughts. And they never knew.
Which re-education centre was she taken to?
Dairy Institute. She expired 4 years later.
Did that impact your work?
When an undesirable can't be corrected, disposal is all the system can do.
Very good. We will continue to observe your efforts.
Wanted me to go to rehab, I said no, no, no. the rest of it go? Perhaps something more modern. So you're a rough guy, like a real tough guy, just can't get enough guy. I also do kids' parties. I need to go to the toilet.
How about sitting down? Might improve your aim.
Is that why I'm here? Because I was drunk when I went to that toilet.
Really?
You know, I don't really go for cuffs, but for you, I'll make an exception. I think I got you figured out. You're not a police officer, and this isn't a police station. They're all...
So who am I? This is a bit fun. Go on. Tell me.
I think you're one of the men in black.
I'm not men in anything. About those police stations. You've certainly seen many of them in your time.
I think that they're monstrosities. They always try to make them look so modern.
You're right. I'm not police. Not one of those guys. But doesn't stop me playing bad cop when I need to.
Is this because I uploaded a blog saying that Hillary Clinton is a reptile? Because she is. I can prove it. I've done the research. Plus, she's a poor imitation of a human.
How about I walk you through my day? See, you can go one of three ways. There's my favorite part, when a patient, an undesirable, cooperates. You see, you wouldn't believe how hard it is to get blood out of corduroy.
I'd say, judging from your fashion sense, that's the least of your worries. Mulder wants his suit back, by the way.
That's the best you got.
I thought that joke was pretty good. Maybe I should have said Scully.
There's the other methods. The direct approach. You have an open conversation. You would tell me everything I want to know, everything I need to know. Like what's inside the box. Why is it so important?
I've met you before. You look so familiar. Did you used to work at Boost Juice? It was a boring conversation anyway.
What is your opinion on men and women?
So stupid question is that? Here's a better talking point. Did you know that just 3 days before the Twin Towers fell down, that the owner took out quite a large insurance policy on them? So when they fell down, he became a billionaire.
What is your opinion on men and women?
A woman needs a man just like man needs a woman.
Wrong! That's enough. What's your opinion of procreation?
I don't get enough of it, but a sperm goes into an egg and that creates life?
Wrong!
Ah!
A little bit more. And stop. What's your opinion of Donald Trump?
He's a savior who's going to save us all and bring about the truth, destroy the capitalists, bring about the new communist age,
Wrong!
bring about the great... Ah! Stop it!
Isn't it such a fine morning, 819?
Digestives. We having some trouble?
You know, some people, they really hate their jobs. They want more annual leave, long service leave, all that crap. For me, I just enjoy this, you know? Want more one-on-one time together.
Well, it's nice to see public servants speaking out about employment issues.
How about we have an honest conversation? Tell me the truth.
I know that wasn't a vaccine. I know all about the little schemes you got going on here. How you take cancer tumours and you put them in a blender and you blend them all up and then you pop them into the vaccines with the mercury. Hell, you probably put AIDS in there as well. There was a guy in America who built these giant towers and they'd spray all these cancer substances all over communities. And people were like, oh, no, that can't possibly happen. That's insane. But then he was kicked out of Sweden for doing the exact same thing. You know who learnt a lot from that? Bill Gates.
Sure.
Yeah. He went to India and he gave all these free vaccines to parents and thousands of children died. He went on a TED talk and he was talking about he needs to eradicate 3 billion people and he's going to use vaccines. So, I saw that TED Talk. They've deleted it.
You know, speaking of blenders, my blender's broken.
Sure, you can get one where they blend up all the cancer cells.
Yeah, maybe I'll get a waffle iron too. How about we have an honest conversation? You tell me about the truth. Like what's in the box.
What's in this box? It's the Great Awakening.
The Great Awakening.
Great Awakening of everyone. We won't be blinded by your lies anymore. That's what's in the box.
So the truth.
My truth, yes.
How does one open the Great Awakening?
When one knows the truth. When you know the truth, you'll be able to open the box. But you can't open the box until you know the truth.
Right. You know what I did last night? I watched Mythbusters. You see, that show makes sense to me. There's these pragmatic people using evidence to prove or disprove theories.
Yeah, they have beards.
They do. Pretty cool beards. And they make sense because they're using that evidence, right? Well, as you just ramble on about half-baked theories about the Queen and lizard people and Clinton and shootings that didn't happen.
If you're talking about Sandy Hook, that didn't happen. The whole thing was a hoax.
A hoax? Those shootings did happen. This conversation, it didn't happen.
Yes, it did. It happened because you all remember it. That's what the truth is. It's a collective memory. You can understand. You've never been outside of the hive.
Well, actually, there's this one girl. She practices walking like a man. When people go, "Oh, miss," she loses her shit. Can't leave the house for a week. She's mad because she was born a girl, yet thinks she's a boy. I'm sorry, but she's mad. Now, there are some circumstances when your chromosomes don't express properly. So you could in fact be a girl but actually be a boy or vice versa. But it's really rare. Now every Tom, Dick and Harry thinks he's got it. A few years ago, I was in a TAB. And this guy goes, "Oh, sorry mate." I just laughed it off. If you think you need 6 months of therapy after that, you're mad. You're absolutely mad. I'm sorry, but you are. Anyway, got to get some real work done. Torture a few more patients. That kind of jazz. I'll be back in time for lunch.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the start of our 10-minute intermission. Feel free to stretch your legs, grab a drink, and utilize the amenities. We'll be back on in 10. Thank you.
What is the status of patient 819?
He's not responding, sir. We just don't have time for these meetings. I really need to get back to him.
Watch yourself, 2571. You're currently expendable to this case. What is the terrorist saying? What is your insight?
He's obsessed with the Great Awakening. He believes Donald Trump and the group QAnon are humanity's savior.
You may.
So, mate, guess who's got us all hoodwinked? They've got us all hoodwinked. But guess who's not hoodwinked? Guess who's the President of the United States of America?
What else?
He says that Trump has reduced their tax, that he's going to bring us back onto the gold standard.
Have you found the contents of his keep box? Or how to contain it?
No, sir. He won't tell us what's inside or how to open it. We've tried everything, but I think it's rude to his lifestyle.
You've become lenient. I provided ample time for correction. My patience is running thin.
He's not complying to our usual...
You had better get results.
Yes, sir. Would you agree on more...
Whatever is necessary, just realign his thoughts.
Bring him in!
Did you know there's 11 levels of security above Donald Trump? 11 levels that he has no idea what they're doing and has no power to control.
So, the CIA overrides the president?
Trumpy boy has no real power. He's a lot like Queen Liz. They can say things and do...
Would you agree that JFK was assassinated by the CIA?
The man who killed JFK is living in a French prison right now. He gave him everything he could possibly want, all for killing that president.
Possible collusion with the FBI, I suppose.
JFK had a plan to kill Castro, and that was the same plan that the CIA used to kill him. They waited.
Tell me about the deep state.
What's there to say? A group of unelected, unrepresented people who control our every lives and every decision. They treat us like cattle. They just wipe out anyone who's... Visible reality is nothing more than an illusion. A smoke screen hiding the evil doings of some strange cabal. I can see them right now. Putin's right there. He's laughing with the other world leaders. They're sitting down. What is it? What have they said about you? Isn't that hilarious? Oh, let's do this. Let's fake another war. And do it just to blind us, so that we'll all be turned against each other. Every time we fight, they find a new way to stop us. Look at Brexit. The people of Britain democratically voted to make their country better. And they're stopping it. If Brexit fails, then democracy is dead. What if the world was run by angelic light? Like, you helped out your fellow man.
I'm just curious. Do you really believe the whole thing was a giant hoax? You did deep research and it pretty much didn't happen.
At that point, with Sandy Hook, I do believe there was some manipulation and some distortion of the facts. But people really do shoot each other, so there's that.
If you went out there and said it was a hoax, that's wrong.
I didn't create that story. It was already on the internet. Alex Jones opened our eyes.
But Jayden, the parents devastated, one after the other. The bodies the coroner autopsied.
And the coroner, his report was blocked. That's never happened.
So, the parents just decided to come out and lie about their dead children.
I will look at an issue from every angle and play devil's advocate. And with Sandy Hook, you see them going in and out of the building, the children, like it's a drill. I'm just saying that based on the footage and the evidence, I can see why someone might believe that no one died there.
When you say parents fake their children's death, people get very angry.
I know. But that doesn't prove that anyone died there.
You can leave. Sir, the patient is highly delusional. Persecutory delusions usually, and also prominent levels of paranoia and psychological instability.
I provided sufficient resources and still nothing is tangible. Recite your observations.
I already told you. He's becoming unstable, imbalanced.
I regret allocating you this case. I believe, subconsciously, your feelings are influencing your position. Understandably, your mind is conflicted. The circumstances of your family's demise cause for begrudging empathy towards 819, a prime motive for sabotage. You wish this terrorist success.
I would rather die. 17 years and still no trust. This is your thanks? Allegations of collusion? I worked myself to the bone to achieve.
We noticed your morning routine. You've never provided outside food for a patient before. You're too close. We feel it prudent that you're unassigned 819's case, effective immediately.
No! I will succeed. Even if I have to kill every terrorist, I will succeed, sir!
Do you defy us?
No, sir. He converted her.
Converted who?
Patient 1289. I don't blame Derry for what happened. I blame that piece of filth. He converted her. It was his fault. He made me do it.
If you are adamant, I will grant you 2 supervised hours. Should you fail, you'll be the second member of your family to grace the halls of Derry Institute. Am I understood?
Yes, sir. Jayden! We don't have time. Tell me, what is in the book? Tell me! We're gonna be taken out of play. This is our last chance.
The knowledge! It's the old knowledge!
What?
The esoteric knowledge that you don't want us to have!
Like you told
The
me.
old knowledge passed down from generation to generation! The one that has the power to control us!
Yeah, the knowledge that you converted her with.
What?
You made me do it.
To what?
I'm not gonna let you kill anyone anymore.
Congratulations. I admit I had doubts. We've run esoteric knowledge through our monitoring system and found some leads. You'll need to start filtering the results immediately and prepare a counter approach. Until we get the box open, we can't know the truth for certain. It'll open in time. I guess we'll see. Meanwhile, whatever seems most plausible will have to suffice. Good night. Good work today.